and welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Jen and this is Homemaker Jen. We are actually sitting today in what will very soon be my very own craft room. I'm super excited. I've never had my own craft space in my home before. Mostly because by the time I started like really sewing and stuff, I already had all three of my kids in the area that we are going to be using for my craft area is their playroom. So I still will have to share half of the room with them for their playroom, but I am getting my own area for my sewing stuff, and I'm really excited about that because right now, as I said, I don't have my own sewing space, and so I have to unpack and repack every time I'm sewing, and it's just kind of hard when you're doing a lot of projects. Like the month of January, I made 6 things, and so I didn't repack my sewing machine or my serger. I kind of just left it out on our desk area that's by our dining room, and so it kind of just made our house kind of look kind of messy because, you know, when you're working on several different projects, you kind of have like piles of things. It's organized chaos, but it is a little bit of chaos. So I am excited that I am going to be getting my own sewing space, and I can't wait to show you guys the whole process of doing that. We're going to be changing the floors in this room and building some furniture and just decorating it and making it my own, and so I'm really excited. So I'll definitely take you guys along for that journey. So let's get into what I made this month. Not this month, January. I know what day it is. In the month of January, I made 6 things, and I think that is probably the most I've ever made in a single month, with the exception of our family Christmas pajamas in December. So the first thing that I made in January is the Ellie Mac Around the Block hoodie. I've never made this pattern before, and I honestly can see myself making a few more, especially this next fall and winter. And so the fabrics that I used for that were a Merlot French Terry from Raspberry Creek Fabrics, a coffee cup French Terry from Raspberry Creek Fabrics, and a kind of cream colored waffle knit from Amelia Designs. Unfortunately, the coffee cup print is retired. It was one of their holiday prints for 2019, so it is retired. So I'm sorry if it strikes your fancy and you really want it and it's no longer available. I made this intentionally for my husband and my anniversary trip up north at the beginning of January. I wanted something super warm and cozy because it was going to be, I think the high while we were up there was like 44 or 45 degrees. So I just really wanted something warm and comfy and different than just a normal hoodie. And it came together beautifully. The Merlot French Terry was a little bit challenging to work with, I think just because it's a looser, woven French Terry. I don't know the right word. Woven. It's a loose woven French Terry, so the loops are just a little bit bigger on the back, and it was a little bit slippery. So sewing it and trying to catch it all, especially when I was attaching the hoodie part, there was quite a few layers. So trying to catch all of the layers with my serger was kind of a little bit challenging, but I muscled through and I made it, and it came together beautifully, and I love it. And it's serious. I got so many compliments on it when we were up north, and even when we came back home and I was wearing it. So the next thing that I made is a brand new pattern from Amelia Designs. It's called the Not So Cold Shoulder, and I honestly have been adamantly against a cold shoulder top of any kind for a very, very long time. I just didn't think it was my style. I didn't think that it was going to suit me, but I was really, really intrigued by this pattern because it has a built-in shelf bra, which really for anybody, it's amazing, because especially if you're bustier and you need support, then having a built-in shelf bra is amazing, especially because you can still wear with this one, you can still wear a regular bra, and the shelf bra strap basically hides your bra strap, so it's not hanging out and showing. It came together super easy. It is a raglan type top with, it's banded at the top, and it has cuff options. It has actually short sleeve, 3/4 sleeves, long sleeve, and long sleeve cuffed options. and it seriously is one of my most favorite top. I think I've worn it like 5 times since I've made it, and I love it so much. The fabrics for this top are from So English. It was one of their bundles during their bundled chicken sale that they have at the end of every month. They both are Rayon spandex and have great stretch and great recovery, and it's seriously going to become a staple in my wardrobe. I have at least 3 more not so cold shoulders patterns or ideas in my head, and one that I'm actually going to be making for my sister as well. The next thing that I made is, well, it was a bit of a debacle, you guys. It was supposed to be a skirt, and at first it was supposed to be a gathered skirt, and then I royally messed that up. I messed up the waistband, and then I serged the waistband to the skirt with the serged on the outside, and then I tried to fix that, and then it just was awful. And then I thought, I can fix this, and I'll just make it an elasticated waistband skirt. And so I did that, and I tried it on for my husband when he came home, and he was like, well, they can't all be winners. That's when I knew that it was really bad. It just was very boxy. It didn't do anything for my body shape. It kind of just made me look bigger than I am in the hip area. And so I kind of just put it in a fabric timeout for a little bit, and I came back around to it and attempted to turn it into a pencil skirt. And that went fine, and it constructed again beautifully. The fabric is called Cheyenne. It is from Amelia Designs. I believe they still have it in stock, and if they do, I'll put the link to it down below. But then once I had the pencil skirt done and I tried it on, it didn't look bad, but it also wasn't what I was hoping for. So, because I really, really love the print and the fabric, it is a Liverpool, so it's got that amazing crepe-like texture, great stretch, great recovery. It is now an infinity scarf. So it's just gonna be an accessory, and that's totally fine. And it's honestly the first real sewing fail that I've had since I started sewing about a year ago. I mean, let me clarify this. The first dress that I made for my daughter wasn't the greatest. I mean, the dress was fine, but the neckband, I didn't know how to properly calculate for a neckband. I kind of just was winging it, and so it looks a little bit like a little mock turtleneck, but she loves it and she wears it and she plays in it still all the time. But this one was my first real fail for something that I made for myself. And but I'm just gonna turn it around and make it a scarf and just rock it that way, and it'll be totally fine. The next thing that I made is an Ellie Mac Discoverer. I always say like so many R's, Discoverer, but it is, as I said in my fabric haul video, it is one of my favorite top patterns. I just really, really like the fit across the bust, and I kind of like that it is, it skims the figure, but it's not skin tight, which I really don't like in my clothes. And so it's just got that nice flowy vibe to it, which really, really makes me happy. So the top yoke and sleeve portion of this top is made with some pineapple black and white striped fabric that I got, again, about a year ago from Peekaboo Fabrics. And I'm not sure if they still have it in stock, but they might have an updated pineapple print. I will try and see if I can find it and put links down below to any of the fabrics that I mentioned in this video today for you guys. Because I know sometimes that's a frustrating. You see a fabric in a video that you really, really love, and then it's kind of hard to find. So I will try and put links to as much as I can down below. And then the black solid fabric is, it's honestly the $1 by the yard Walmart fabric that I bought quite a while back, and I bought it because I thought I would use it to make muslins with, like wearable muslins with, and it's just been sitting there. It has this really amazing texture on it. It is a little bit sheer though, so when I do wear this top, I try to wear like a black cami underneath, so things aren't showing through, because I don't want that. I don't want things showing through that shouldn't be. The next thing that I made was the Dream Tee dress with pockets from Amelia Designs. It is seriously the simplest sew. It's because it's a dolman sleeve, it's just shoulder seams, side seams, neckband. That's it. It came together so beautifully. It's made with the Army, it's called Army Rayon Spandex. They name all of their fabrics from Amelia Lane Design. So it's Army Green Rayon Spandex from Amelia Lane Designs. They do still have it in stock. And it is seriously the single best rayon spandex I have ever worked with in all of my life. Like, it is so cool to the touch. The recovery is amazing. It's like slinky, but not like too, and the drape is beautiful, but not too heavy. It's honestly perfect for this pattern. This dress is just so comfortable. Again, I love loose fitting things that aren't too loose and baggy. Because I am a curvier girl, I don't want to look bigger than I am, but I also want to not be flaunting all my lumps and bumps and all of that stuff. So it is really, really comfortable. I think it's going to be a staple in my wardrobe come spring and summer here in Arizona, especially as we start warming up here in the next couple of weeks. So I have a few plans to make at least 3 more. The last thing that I made for the month is a Made for Mermaids Mama Cathrine top, and this was kind of it was kind of an adventure. So I'm actually wearing it right now. So I did the square neck top yoke part, so it is lined, and I serged it. So I think because I serged it, that's why it's kind of more rounded than more like a sharp square, which I'm totally okay with. This is, I'll pop in a picture here too of it. When I originally cut it out though, I cut it out as the tunic top. And so, because I thought that it would be like a good length for leggings, you know, and like, so it doesn't look like just pajamas. It looked like a more put together outfit with some like really cute boots or whatever. So I sewed it all up and I tried it on, and the tunic length for me was just, it looked like I was wearing my grandma's shirt, to be honest, and I was not super impressed with it, and honestly I was kind of really disappointed because I really like this fabric. This is again a rayon spandex from Amelia Lane Designs. It's called Wine. They do still have it in stock, so again I will link it down below. It's just really soft, it's really good drape, it's really nice and easy to sew with. It sews up like a dream on the sewing machine and on the serger. Sometimes with rayon spandex, sewing machines can like to eat that type of material, and I didn't run into that problem with this rayon spandex at all with either machine. And so I kind of put it off to the side for like a day or so, and I gave it a good think about what I could do to fix it, because I didn't want to just waste the fabric or the shirt. So what I decided to do, and you'll see in the picture, is I basically, where the curved hem was, I cut it off straight to just make it a straight top. So it is a little bit shorter than if I had just cut the straight hemmed top out of the pattern by I think maybe 2 or 3 inches. But it's the perfect flow for me. It's got amazing drape. It's very comfortable. It doesn't come up to, it's not like crop top level. It's still a good length on a shirt. And so it came out beautifully once I took off the rounded hem of the tunic part. I think if I were making the dress, the curved hem would work, especially because then I could cinch it in at my waist with like a belt or something. But I think it's, because it's kind of like a peasant style top, the tunic length with my body shape and type right now where I'm at is not, it wasn't working for me. So I think the straight hem for a tee is perfect for me, and I think the curved hem would be amazing for a dress with like a cute little belt cinching in at the waist. So that is everything that I made this month, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, give me a thumbs up, or make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell notification to be notified whenever I post a new video, and I will see you guys next time.